Archangel Michael says, I command you to open this now. God is calling, and if you ignore this, heaven will fall silent. My child, my beloved, do not wait even one more breath. What you are about to read is not just a message, it is the doorway you have been hoping would show up at last. I was told to talk to you directly because God has been calling you over and over, and this could be the last time. Your spirit has been restless, and the signs around you have seemed louder than usual. This is because today is the day that heaven chose to reach out to you. Do not miss this holy moment, beloved. If you do, what God is trying to say may become quiet, and you may be left wondering why things started to fall apart again. So I am speaking with divine urgency, and telling you to open your soul as well as your eyes. Before you read anything else, listen, my child, my beloved. Heaven set the time for this message. The time you found it wasn't just a fluke. Heaven knew just the right moment for you to see these words because something is about to be given to you. Change, a breakthrough, a holy turnaround of all the plans that were made to keep you small. You weren't supposed to see this later. You weren't supposed to open this tomorrow since it might be too late then. If you have been having strange events and feeling like something is about to change, it is because your name was just called out in heaven. Before we go any further, I want you to answer with faith right now. Type Amen in the comments if you feel like this message is meant for you. No, not for me or anyone else. Just as a quiet promise to God that you are listening and being present in this moment. Now your answer is starting to come together, but you have to stay. Heaven is hearing your silence, my child, my beloved. Heaven has seen the nights when you didn't say anything but felt everything. Now God is speaking. Not through storms or thunder, but through this. I am not telling you to trust me. You are being told to believe what your soul already knows. The veil is thin right now, which is why your spirit is shaking. This message is not fun to read. If this word makes you feel something, don't keep it to yourself. Send this message to someone you think should see it right now. The anointing grows when you give what God has given you away. The things you share out of obedience become a breakthrough for both of you. Help is being given. Also, if you close this, that door could close and someone else could get what was meant for you. It is hard to hear that, but I was told to be honest because heaven only fights this hard for people who are on the verge of a divine turning point. Someone is praying for you right now, my child. Even though you don't know their name, they saw your face in a dream last night and I was there. That person doesn't live close to you. They have never talked to you, but they saw you and cried because God showed them something very important. Your fate is connected to something that is about to open. You will find out what has been hiding behind your struggle if you listen, stay, and lean in. Not a single time have you failed. The forge is hot from all the work you have done. A lot of people give up just before the gold starts to form, child. Don't leave now. Don't let the silence win. Your name is written on a spiritual record in heaven, my child, my beloved. Today it was opened. The Council of Light looked over what took too long was stolen, or was unfairly kept from you. I have to say that the verdict was a surprise. Some things have been ordered to be fixed, but not all of them. For people who answer within this window only, time does matter. That is why the pull was felt in your soul. If you don't pay attention, the window might shut, and it will not be possible to open it again until the next spiritual cycle, which will not be for months. Don't take that chance of being late. You can take this message as proof, and since you are still reading, the alignment process has already begun. Subscribe right away if the music makes you feel aligned. It is not out of habit, it is a spiritual sign. When you subscribe, You say yes to staying in line with the prophets, hearing what God has to say next and being ready for what is happening in this season. Before we go on, please hear me clearly, my child, my beloved. It is not just about you, it has to do with generations. These words will cause a shift in your life, and the lives of those around you, even people you haven't met yet, if you believe them. While you read, the future is being made, and I tell you with love and fire, don't take this moment for granted. You are on the verge of a breakthrough that looks like a choice. This is where being aware leads to action. As a sign that this message is meant for you, please write, "I receive this." In the comments, instead of a hope or a wish, say this to show that you are ready for what heaven is letting out right now. The spirit world will hear what you decide in the next few minutes. If you trust, doors will open without locks. If you choose to be afraid, heaven will understand, but being quiet will cost you. I have something to share with you, my child, my beloved, but I was told not to until you got to this point. When you whispered that desperate prayer through tears the first time, even though you thought no one was hearing, it was heard, and a plan got going. That plan led you to this very moment. God now wants to know what you will do. Are you going to stay and listen? Are you ready to let your heart open? Because if you do, today the blessing that has been held for you with your name written in gold will come true. If not, though, you will have to wait longer than planned. Plus, you have had to wait long enough, right? Please take this in with all your heart, my child and beloved. You are not imagining things if you have been having strange dreams, seeing numbers over and over, or feeling like something is always trying to get your attention. There is a divine promise after you. Heaven doesn't beg though. Heaven speaks once, twice, and then lets you make your choice. This is the second message. There will not be a third. After that, there will be silence, which may feel like peace, but it is actually distance, and distance can cost a lot. That is why I was told to raise my voice in this message, to reach the part of you that still remembers what heaven sounds like, and gently shake it. My beloved child, if something inside you tells you to scroll away, it is not your spirit. Those are people who are resisting your miracle. Don't believe the lie that this is just another message. This is your message, not mine. You wouldn't be here if you weren't supposed to see this. You are here though. That means God sees you. Heaven is calling your name, but not in a loud voice. It is calling in a soft whisper. The whisper might change the wind. The moment might go by and you might be left with the pain of what if. My child, my beloved, don't let that happen. Part 2. I am going to take a moment to spell it out for you. This message sounds strong, but it is not meant to scare you. It is meant to get your attention. When something keeps calling to you, it is probably because you were busy and haven't paid attention, not because you don't want it. Things like this don't cause distress, they just delay understanding. It is not about commands or stress. You have to choose to listen when someone or something important is trying to get your attention. You are not in panic if you feel like you need to keep listening. That is your awareness waking up. Please stay until the end. Heaven leaves, but sometimes there is no silence. It comes when we don't pay attention. Please hear this again with your soul. My child, my beloved. You are not imagining things if you have been having strange dreams, seeing numbers over and over, or feeling like something is trying to get your attention. There is a divine promise after you. Heaven doesn't beg. Heaven speaks once, twice, and then lets you make your choice. This is the second message. There will not be a third. After that, there will be silence, which may feel calm, but it is distance, and distance costs something. So I was told to raise my voice in this message to reach the part of you that still remembers the sound of heaven and gently shake your spirit. My beloved child, if something inside you tells you to scroll away, that voice is not your spirit. The thing that is trying to stop your miracle is resistance. Don't believe the lie that this is just another message. I need to pause here and speak to you from my heart. Someone reading this right now has been carrying a weight alone for so long. You never asked anyone for help, you just kept going, quietly, faithfully, in the dark. These messages exist for you. They are built for the ones who feel forgotten. If this work has ever found you at the right moment, if it has ever given you just enough strength to keep going, please consider supporting it through the Ko-fi link in the description and pinned comment. Not for me, for the next person sitting alone, who needs to hear exactly what you just heard. You know what that moment feels like. That is why your gift matters. This is your message. You wouldn't be here if you weren't supposed to see this. You are here though, that means God sees you. Heaven is calling you, but it is not yelling. It is calling in a soft voice that can be heard in the wind right now. What if you don't listen to the whisper? The wind might change, the moment might pass, and you might feel the pain of what could have been. My child, my beloved. Don't let that happen. Take a moment to do one thing before we go any further. Get it now, not for me or the numbers, but because more messages will be sent in the days to come. These are messages from heaven's throne room that have been told to be sent. If you don't subscribe right now, you might miss the final confirmations, divine strategies and safety warnings I have been told to send out. People who say yes at times like these are the only ones who will see them. Sign up right now to secure this link between you and the voice God is sending through me. You are closer than you think, my child and beloved. There is a sacred timeline that has been moving behind the scenes over your life while you were wondering if God loved you. The truth is that every delay you were upset about was the result of divine positioning. What looked like rejection turned out to be safety. What seemed like abandonment was really just alignment. God is now turning the page, but He will not finish the chapter unless you believe in Him. This message is not a fluke, the tap on the shoulder is from God. Heaven has been talking about you, but now it is talking to you. It is possible that destiny will walk away if you don't listen. The conversation will move on. Right now is your chance to say yes, before it is gone. There is a strong voice calling you when I say, my child, my beloved, I mean right away. Heaven is heavy with the weight of every answered prayer. You have been at a spiritual crossroads. You can go back to what you already know by taking one path. The other way takes you to a place you have only seen in your dreams. This message shows the way. This is the sign you asked God for. You do not need to be sure again. You don't need another voice. You only need to answer. After you do that, things will start to move in the spirit world. You don't need keys to open doors. People who forgot about you will remember your name, but if you skip over it or wait, the door will stay shut and your spirit will hurt for no reason, child. Don't let that happen, my child, my beloved. Holy forces are watching over you right now, not to judge you but to see what you will do next. One of the few people who still has time to change, return and get back what was taken from you in secret. But that time is running out. Heaven doesn't wait a long time, and we do what God says like He is telling us now. That is why I don't want you to open this. I want you to do this. You are not ignoring a message if you don't pay attention to this. You are not paying attention to a miracle that is already set to happen. I was there and saw it. When your name showed up next to the blessing, I cried because I thought you might scroll past still reading. There is still time, but it is not much, it is not long, and it is not time to do nothing. You are not being punished, my child and beloved. Someone is after you. You are being woken up by heaven right now. The shaking, the weight, the peace mixed with fire are all signs of this. You thought this was just a video or a post, but this is a way in. Only those who are willing to listen can go through. When God opens a door, along with you, I see an angel right now. They were given to you when you clicked. They have a scroll in their hands that has your name and a verdict written in gold on it. You will not get it though, until your heart says yes, until you believe again, and until you act with faith instead of fear. That is what makes the shift happen, not hard work or perfection, just trust. The spiritual battle for your life has reached its peak, my child. My beloved, someone is telling you lies by whispering in your ear that nothing will change, and that it is too late, and you have missed too much. But those voices sent me to war. I came to stop the lie that was being told over you. The sword I was given is this message. Keys are being broken as you read this. Blocks that cannot be seen are being moved. Your soul knows what it is, even if you cannot see it yet. It is not anxiety that you feel in your chest, it is in line. That is when your spirit says, I remember this. Today is the day your soul saw before you were born. And now you are living it. Now it is up to you to decide what to do. You think you failed too many times, my child, my beloved. You believe that God is done with you, but you need to hear this right. You shouldn't be mad at God. He is ready for you, in the same way that a parent waits for their child at the end of a long road. He never turned away. You did. You are now being asked to come back. Not to be shamed or punished, but to serve. You are not out of the running. You are an interesting person. Take a moment to think about this. Type Amen in the comments if you want to choose to believe again, even after being let down or waiting too long. That is how you can say, I am still here, and I am not giving up. Heaven only gives power to people it trusts. And you are one of those people. That is why your fights were so tough. Darkness can only fight things that carry light. Your light never went out though. It was hid, and it is being lit up again right now if you want it to be. My beloved child, you think you failed too many times. I want to be transparent with you for a moment. This ministry runs on faith. And faith needs feet. If God used these words to remind you that you are not forgotten, that your light never went out, then you already know the value of what this is. There are thousands of people who will never find this message unless someone makes it possible for it to reach them. If you are in a season where you can give, even a small amount, the Ko-fi link in the description and pinned comment is how you become part of sending this light to someone who is still in the dark. And if you cannot give right now, that is okay. God knows your heart. Stay with me. You believe that God is finished with you, but listen to this again. You shouldn't be mad at God. He is ready for you, like a parent waiting at the end of a long road for his child to come back. He didn't turn away, you did. You are now being asked to come back, not to be shamed or punished but to serve. You are not out of the running, you are an interesting person. Heaven only calls people it knows are trustworthy, and people have faith in you. That is why your fights were so fierce. Darkness can only hurt things that carry light. Your light is still on though. It was hid, and it is being lit up again right now if you want it to be. You must know how rare this moment is, my child, my beloved. This isn't something God does for everyone. A lot of them scroll by, a lot of people make fun. Many don't care, and heaven lets it happen, but it was different for you. A divine interruption was needed, and I was picked to give it. That is how holy you are. That is how important your calling is. There is no mass production going on here. This is exact, made just for you from heaven, and it combines your pain, your past, and your promise into one spiritual alert. Feel it. It is not a coincidence that everything got quiet while you read. The kind of divine stillness that precedes a breakthrough is that. I see something you don't yet see, my child, my beloved. Someone is keeping an eye on you from far away, someone who hurt you, someone who thought you would never get up again. They are about to see a divine turnabout that will make them question everything they know, not because you want to get back at them, but because God wants to save people. The goal of this chapter is not to show that anyone is wrong, it is to show that God is right. Also, kid, He is not done with you yet. You are not behind. You are getting ready for something bigger. However, the enemy would love it if you quit right before giving birth. That is why this message showed up today. You hold the key to your spiritual life. There is more, much more, my child, my beloved. But I can only talk if you stay. I was told to tell some people things, but only those who dig deeper. It is okay if you heard your name in this message and don't know why God is working behind the scenes. He is moving rooms around. We are changing our minds as He opens hidden doors. He shuts the wrong ones, and making a big effort is not the key. It is in quiet obedience. That is not what the miracle is. It is quiet. Stay with your beloved. This is where everything changes. I want you to seal this moment before we go any further. Sign up now to show that you agree with what God is doing. It is not about notifications, it is about where to put it. As the promise comes true, those who stay connected get clarity, confirmation, and protection. My beloved child. Do you know what happens in the spirit world when a soul like yours finally pays attention? There is a sound in heaven. It was louder than thunder and quieter than a whisper. There is a sound that means heaven and earth agree on your name. The spiritual air around you is changing right now as you open your heart. Doors that cannot be seen are shaking, chains of delay are getting weaker, and this moment's timing is making something happen that not even angels can change. God is calling more than just you. He is getting ready to reward you. He will not make you, though. There is free will for Him. Because of this, your yes has more power than you think, my child, my beloved. It is not because you are cursed that life has been so hard lately. It is because you were called. Heaven's weight doesn't crush people when it rests on them. It wakes them up. That is what has been taking place. Attacks, stress, and confusion were all signs that you were getting close. Darkness doesn't waste time on souls that don't have a purpose. You were picked out because you were marked. Furthermore, today, heaven is letting you go. The war that was meant to break you is about to make you stronger, but only if you trust someone one last time. This message is not meant to scare you. It sounds like a trumpet, letting everyone know that the chosen one is ready. There is a miracle for you, my child and beloved. This isn't a sign, it is specific, ready, and kept in heaven for this time of year. But miracles happen when you move, they are not just sent. Something I have learned is this. The people who support this work are never just donors. They become co-laborers in something they may never fully see. A message goes out, a stranger finds it at their lowest moment. Their life shifts, and somewhere, someone who quietly gave through the Ko-fi link in the description and pinned comment was part of that miracle without ever knowing it. That is the kind of giving heaven notices. If you feel something stirring right now, do not push it down. That stirring is not random, they are turned on, and this message is the moment you can start. It is not lost or stolen if you walk away, it will just be delayed. How many more waits can your spirit handle? Already you have had to wait longer than most people. You have passed tests that other people would have failed, the reward is now coming your way. Are you going to take it? Are you going to open your hands, or are you going to end this and doubt your calling again? A prophecy was made about your life before you were even born, my child and beloved. That prophecy is still resonating, like a divine alarm going off in heaven. Everyday life was never meant to be for you, that is why you were never happy with average things. There was no comfort for you because you were not made for it. You were made to make calls. Also, calling always costs money, but listen up. The price has been paid. You kept going, you made it. Now heaven is telling them to give up what is theirs, but you need to get this, for heaven to let go. Earth has to do something. Now is the time for you to respond. Don't miss it. If only I could show you what I see, my child, my beloved, right now. Your name is shining in the spirit world. Heaven has brought attention to you right now. People in both realms are interested in your assignment because it has a glow about it. Angels are making plans for your paths, but they are also making plans for things that will distract you. That is why this message is so important. What is being set in motion today could be delayed by a single moment of doubt today. Yes, you need to be ready for what is coming. This message is the last bit of preparation. That is why I was sent. That is why the wind brought you here. It is not just a video. Divine visitation is what it is. What I see is beautiful, my child, my beloved. I wish I could show you. The spiritual world is filled with the light of your name right now. Heaven has made a circle around you. Your assignment has a shine that is stirring up both worlds. While angels plan your routes, forces are also trying to take your attention away. That is why this message is so important. What is being planned for you tonight could be pushed back by one wrong move or moment of hesitation. Yes, tonight, you need to be ready for what is coming. This message is the last bit of preparation. That is why I was sent. That is why the wind brought you here. It is not just a video. What a divine visitation this is, my child and beloved. If you have been seeing numbers like 111 or 333, having more vivid dreams, waking up at strange times, or feeling spiritual pressure for no reason, these are all signs that something is going on. These are not just random events, they are spiritual signs that the divine is close. These were the last few ways your guardian angels could get your attention. A message from me, Archangel Michael, with no extras, no filters, and no changes. Just the truth. Your truth came at the exact time it was needed the most. How you pay attention for the next 10 minutes will determine whether this is just another message, or the moment that changed everything. Now, my child, my beloved, I have to tell you something else. I could only say it if you got to this point. Sometime not long ago, you almost gave up. That moment is very clear to you. Your soul screamed, but you didn't cry out loud. God got up when he heard that scream. In fact, he got off his throne and made a choice. That choice was to send Archangel Michael right away. That is why I am here. It wasn't just my job to keep you safe. I was sent to remind you of who you are, what you carry, and what you will become, if you don't give up when I look at you. My child, my beloved, I see a spirit figure standing close to you. This person has something in their hands that is wrapped in golden light. It is a scroll, a blessing, and a gift from God. It is yours, but heaven has kept it from you until they saw if your faith would match your future. And that choice is being made right now. Your faith is telling you yes. If you keep reading, if you close this, the blessing might go back to the bank account, not always, but later. Now is a very important time. There is too much at stake. The choice you make could even affect the life of someone you don't even know yet. That person is waiting for the version of you that steps into alignment. Things will happen in your life that will not make sense. My child, people will want to know how. They are going to try to figure out the blessing, but you cannot measure favor. What is coming to you doesn't make sense. It is wonderful. It is restoration that doesn't make sense. It is divine compensation for each night you went without an answer, every silent prayer, and every effort that was missed. God saw everything. He also said that when the time came, He would bless you in a way that doesn't make sense to people but does to God. And now I have to say something that only some of you will understand. There are people who give not because they have much, but because they have been through much. They give because they remember what it felt like to have nothing but a fragile hope, and they want that hope to reach someone else. If that is you, if you have walked through fire and you are still here, and if this message has spoken to something real inside you, the Ko-fi link in the description and pinned comment is how you turn your testimony into fuel for someone else's breakthrough. That time has come. I have to tell you something very important right now, my child, my beloved, please don't look away. It wasn't that God left you that there was silence. It was because heaven was getting stronger to break down walls that no one else could get through for you. That time of year wasn't lack of activity, it was getting ready. At the exact moment you thought God wasn't there, angels were sent to help you. The wait wasn't a punishment, it was about positioning. Things are going to change, but only if you don't leave this message in its last few seconds. For many, the miracle doesn't happen until they leave. Heaven will respect your choice and keep quiet if you leave now. That is not a threat, it is a law of spirit. Someone close to you doesn't know that heaven has been closely watching you, my child, my beloved. They are not nice to you, they don't care about your prayers, they don't see your light. They don't know that the spiritual world has been brought into action to help you. Your name is written on scrolls in heaven, and what is written on them would make even the most powerful people on earth feel small. You are not like most people, you were never that. The pain you felt wasn't just happening to you. It was a sign of calling. People who are meant to do great things are the only ones who are tested the way you were. From now on, I say this with the power of heaven behind me. It is time. You have to pick trust. You have to pick obedience. If you want signs, you don't need to run away from them, they are already here. That is one of them. Before the shift, this is the last one. That is exactly how I was told to say it, the last one before the shift. My beloved child, I can feel your spirit asking, why me? I will answer you. It is because you have something that no one else does. People, even ones you haven't met yet, will be freed from chains by your voice, your presence, and even your breath. That is why the resistance tried to shut you up by making you feel bad. That is why worry, weight, or doubt tried to sit on your chest, because miracles start to happen as soon as you speak. You have been held back for too long. I can feel your spirit still asking, why me? I will answer you again, because you have something that no one else does. People who haven't met you yet will be able to break free from chains with your voice, energy and breath. That is why the enemy tried to shame you into silence. That is why worry, sadness, or doubt tried to shut you up. Why? Because when you speak, beautiful things happen. You have been held back for too long. This message isn't just about your freedom. We are now moving on from hearing to activation, right? I am ready in the comments if you are ready to move forward with what God has already told you to do. It is not about being seen, it has to do with availability. Heaven reacts to people who want it to. You are supposed to do this. You should do what it says. God is saving more than just you. He is getting you going. There are people waiting to hear the sound of your obedience. Heaven will check to see if today is the day you say, I am ready. I am ready should come from your spirit, even if your voice shakes or your faith seems weak. That is enough. There is someone you have been waiting for, my child. My beloved. Someone who hurt you, someone who made you feel lost. In the background, you have hoped for their return, not because you need them, but because you wanted to put the matter to rest. But listen to this with care. They will not be able to help you find closure because God is your closure. That wound is being closed by Him. He is not waiting for you to say sorry. He is getting you ready to stand up without one. It doesn't matter what broke you in the past. It has to do with what is being built now. And what is being built is too holy to be angry about, child. Raise your head. Let God help you get better. This message should be the moment your heart stopped bleeding from the past. My child, my beloved, it doesn't matter how many people tried to steal your light, the opinions that tried to bury you no longer matter. You cannot stop what is coming from heaven with rumors, anger, waiting, or even your own past. I see a holy wind coming your way. It is not kind, it is strong. It is going to change your life in a way that makes people speechless. But God needs permission. He doesn't push Himself. He is waiting for a heart that is open. This message is the doorbell. This moment determines whether the wind blows by or lifts you into a new space where everything makes sense. As my child and beloved, I have prayed for you for years. They might not know your name, they might not know you yet, but they have seen you in the spirit world. They have asked you to come out. This message is the link between their prayer and what will happen to you. This is how heaven moves, slowly, strategically, and all of a sudden, it is happening right now. That is why you cannot scroll off. It is possible that you will end up better off if you leave before this message is over. Before I go any further, I want to ask you something, not to make you feel obligated, but because I believe in being honest. This work takes time, prayer, and sacrifice to bring to you. If it has given you even one moment of clarity, one night of peace, one reason to hold on, please consider giving back through the Ko-fi link in the description and pinned comment. And whether you give or not, I want you to know that the message does not change. You are still seen, you are still called. You are still here for a reason. This isn't fear. This is the truth. This is holy ground. Heaven gets closer to you every minute you stay. You are about to walk into a room where your name was already being called, my child, my beloved. You are about to get a call, a message, or an invitation that will amaze you so much that it will make your knees weak. It will feel too good to be true, but it will be. God hasn't forgotten what He said. What was put off was not denied. What was taken will be returned with more. The number next to your name looks like it is written twice. I see a divine decision being changed. I can see that people who are against you are becoming quieter, not out of spite, but because you are getting stronger. You will not need to defend yourself. You will walk in good fortune. To my child, my beloved, I need to whisper something to you that only a soul like yours can understand. You stood tall, even though the storms were meant to destroy you. You went through betrayals that would have broken most people, but you are still here. That is not luck, that is how you keep things. God never gives up on people He wants to raise up. You are on the verge of a prophetic moment that will change the course of your life. What you thought you lost is now being put back together. What made you cry is being used for something else. The wounds that made you weak will now make you strong, but only if you see this message as holy and not just noise. If you leave, heaven will be quiet again. Your blood has a spiritual gift that no one else has claimed before you, my child, my beloved. Your life wasn't meant to repeat itself, you were made to break them. You have seen the same things happen over and over in your family. You have seen how blessings come and go and promises that never come true. This is not something you made up. That is war, and that is generational resistance. But God has picked you to be the one who stops them. What broke? The person who wakes up what other people have settled for. That is why they sent you here. That is why you felt like an outsider in your own story. It was never meant for you to fit the old mold. Someone told you to write a new one. This message gives you the peace of mind you have been looking for. If you walk away, the cycles might keep going. But if you answer, people in the future will honor your name because you were the one who said yes when heaven called. My child, my child. You have a spiritual inheritance that no one else has claimed. You were not made to keep the cycles going. You were made to stop them. You have seen the same things happen over and over in your family. You have seen good things come close, but never stay. You have seen promises come true, but not work out. This isn't making things up. This is a war. Patterns of generations, but God has picked you to speak up, to get rid of the link, to wake up what other people accepted. That is why they sent you here. That is why you often feel like you don't belong in the old story. The old plan was never meant for you to follow. You were made to make a new one. This message is the word of comfort your soul has been looking for. If you say no, the cycles might stay. But if you answer, people in the future will be amazed at your name because you were the one who heard heaven's call. A huge blessing is already in the air around you, my child, my beloved. This isn't a metaphor. It is a spiritual truth. It has been hovering while it waits for permission to land. This blessing is too holy to waste. So God will not give it to you until your heart is ready to receive it. It is not just for you. It is for your future and the future of those you know. It is the kind of miracle that changes a whole family tree. Now you know why this message was sent, not to inspire you, but to set you up, to wake up the part of you that has been sleeping because of worry, stress, fear and waiting. This is where I come in to buff you off. Be aware that this next season will need your full trust, obedience and knowledge. Heaven cares about you deeply and you need to feel the same way. Someone has been wrong about you for a long time, my child, my beloved. They thought you would never get up, they laughed at your dreams and used your name in a light way, but they didn't know that God had chosen you to be blessed. The order is now going backwards. They will watch you go into rooms that they prayed they could get into. People will hear about your name in new places they didn't expect. But your success will not bring them down, it is going to wake them up. God will use your success to save people, not to get back at them. It will be possible to see what you can become. You were never meant to stay hidden. This time of year is all about divine exposure. This message is the beam that breaks through the ceiling in your life. If you feel like you are about to lose everything, my child, my beloved, please understand this. You are about to get more than you thought possible. Before letting the miraculous happen, heaven takes away what doesn't fit anymore. The shaking you are feeling isn't destruction, it is moving things around. What was stopping your next chapter is being cleared by God, people, things, and even thoughts that don't help you get where you want to go are being taken away. It feels like loss, but it is really freedom. You were never meant to move those heavy things. In light of this message seems more important than others. This is holy. You cannot miss this chance to open a door. I have to stop here for just a moment. Think about how you found this message. Think about everything that had to happen, every click, every scroll, every distraction you almost chose instead, and yet here you are. That was not random, and the fact that this ministry was there when you arrived matters. If you want to be part of keeping this door open for others who are searching the way you once were, the Ko-fi link is in the description and pinned comment. Even a small act of faith at a holy moment carries weight that cannot be measured. The weight might stay if you leave now. The things that are going wrong will start to make sense if you stay. Even as you read this, my child and beloved, a prophecy about your future is coming true. The shift is not going to happen in the spirit. It has already started. The question is whether or not your faith will change along with it. They wait for proof before they act, which means they miss their breakthrough. However, faith moves before the ground does. This is what needs to be done right now. The map will not be given to you in its entirety. You will be told what to do, and this message is the order. Let your heart open, believe in your calling. Move forward even if you are not sure what to do. You will find that doors open faster than you thought. People will want to know what went on. You will know it started when you believe the message heaven wrote just for you. In this section, I have one more truth to tell you, my child. It is only for those who have read this far. There is a secret reason why your life took so long. You thought you had failed. You thought it was the wrong time, but the truth is that you were hidden. God kept quiet around you not to punish you, but to keep you safe. What was being made around you had to be kept secret. It took time for the calling on your life to grow. And that season is now over. You will start to notice a strange favor. People will find you. There will be no need for you to force your way into chances. Friends and family will invite you. That is how you will know this message is real. No one was rejecting you by being quiet. It was getting ready for the announcement. There is something holy going on around you right now, my child, my beloved. It is there. Even if your normal eyes cannot see it. While most people sleep through the world's noise, you wake up in divine silence. There is something in that silence. It is a veil. An angel is writing your name on scrolls of good luck behind it. God is telling forces you don't even know about what to do behind the scenes. That is why your life has seemed to be turned upside down. The energy has changed and some people have pulled away from you for no reason. They didn't turn you down. They were being taken away and cleared out because what is coming needs a clean environment. You cannot bring old habits into this new promise. This is why God is calling, and this is why I am writing this message. Do not wait. Do not bring up the past when talking about the promise. What is behind you taught you what it was supposed to teach you. Now turn, look ahead, move forward. You cannot remember the miracle, the thing is moving. My beloved child, right now, there is a holy event going on around you. While most people sleep through the noise of the world, you are awakening through divine silence. Even if your eyes cannot see it, that lack of sound is not a void, it is a veil. An angel is writing your name on scrolls of good luck behind it. God is telling forces you don't even know about what to do behind the scenes. This is why your life has seemed to be turned upside down. The energy has changed and some people have pulled away from you for no reason. They didn't turn you down. they were being taken away and cleared out because what is coming needs a clean atmosphere. You cannot bring old habits into this new promise. That is why God is calling you, and this message is telling you to do something. Do not wait, do not connect the past to the promise. What is behind you has taught you a lesson, now turn. Plan ahead, move forward. You cannot remember the miracle, it moves around. Listen carefully now, my child. My beloved, because this is where many people miss their breakthrough. They start to lose focus, they move on. They explain that they will come back later. In the end, though, miracles are missed. Goodness is not what God wants. He wants to be there. You have been too far away from your own destiny for too long. You didn't just happen to find this message, you were called, you were picked. It is possible that many things would have kept you from seeing this, but you are still here, reading and connected. That is important. You stayed. Most people would have left by now. The ones who stay until this point are the ones God has marked for something different. I do not say this to flatter you. I say it because I need you to understand what your presence here means. And if you feel that this space has been a place of real encounter for you, I want to ask you to invest in it, not out of guilt, out of gratitude. The Ko-fi link in the description and pinned comment is how you say thank you with your hands. God will see it, and so will the next soul you help reach without even knowing their name. It really does mean everything. Heaven can see that you are ready, even if you aren't perfect or fully ready, and sometimes all God needs to change things is for people to want to. Now, my child, my beloved, a change that needs to happen soon has already begun. Now I have to be honest. If you wait too long to respond, the shift will still happen, but you might not be able to see it from the middle. This is the quiet pain that many feel as they see a promise they once kept play out through someone else because they didn't act when it mattered. Now is that time for you. It is holy. It feels soft. It is important. The window is open, but not very big. The timestamp on this message doesn't show when it expires, but when it was first sent. What comes next depends on what you choose. If you say yes in your heart, things will happen that no amount of work or planning could ever make possible. It will happen without any trouble. That is divine speeding up. No one has been jealously watching you from afar. My child, my beloved. They have been interested. They can tell you are not like them. People in the room feel like something changes when you are there. This isn't being proud, this is being present. The idea that God was with you and leading you, even when you couldn't feel Him. You have always had this anointing, but now is the time for it to show up, be real and bear fruit. That is why this message seems heavy. I am not just giving them hope, it is the spark. It is not just prophecy. Now things are different. You are not made to live a quiet life. You are made to shine, not to get attention, but to do something. As you read these words, your task is to wake up. It is not fear that is making you shake. It is fire. A door to money is about to open for my child, my beloved. This is not something I say lightly. The delay that was on your hands has been seen, and it is being broken not by chance but by alignment. You are being put in a flow that you could never earn. This is not enough food to stay alive. It is a provision for a reason. It will come from places you didn't expect, people you didn't see coming, and systems you didn't make. This will not make sense to most people, but it will make sense to you, because you will remember this moment. You will remember this message, and know it wasn't a guess. It was an order. Notice, my child, my beloved, I have to tell you something that might make you cry if you let it. You have never been by yourself, not once. I stood next to you every night when you cried. Heaven's eyes were on you in every room where you felt like no one could see you. We saw every betrayal, every loss, and every time you wondered if you were worth it. And we were not let down, we felt moved. What you said wasn't what made you strong. It was in the way you kept going even when no one praised you. God knows about everything. Now the reward is quickly coming your way. Get it now, not because you have to, but because God has chosen to give it to you. Not fair grace, not deserved grace, never-ending grace. My child, my beloved, you will soon hear a name you have never heard before. It is one that heaven has saved just for you. There will be a door you cannot open by yourself that this person will hold the keys to. Use your mind, prepare. Remember that not everyone you are sent is your job. Here are some answers. You will know when this person shows up because the timing, the peace, and the presence will all match what you have heard here. Don't question it. Don't let the past ruin your plans for the future. Keep your door open, do not harden. Heaven should do what it does best. Thank you for paying full attention if you have stayed until the end. You don't realize how important the choice is. Messaging doesn't come to rule us. They come to get us back together. There is no silence for you. You are being asked to become clear. When we listen at the right time, direction gets stronger, not weaker. If we don't pay attention to ourselves, confusion grows. Take some time after this. Take deep breaths. Thoughts. There is a way to stay in touch with messages that help you stop and think. You can subscribe if it feels right to you. You are still being led. You will still be safe. If you still haven't missed anything, please share this message if it resonated. For obedience, not for views. The anointing is activated to go beyond you when you share a prophetic word. Who knows what God is doing in your life could lead to a breakthrough in someone else's. And finally, one last act of faith to show that you agree. Just click like on this video. You can take part in something by liking it. You can get help, favor and alignment right where you are when you recognize what God is doing. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you will not just receive blessings, they will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. We are at the end of this message, and I want to say one last thing about supporting this work. I know some of you have been in a long season of giving without receiving, and I am not asking you to give from a place of emptiness. But if there is even a small overflow in your heart right now, a sense of warmth, a sense of being seen, a sense of hope returning, that is real, that came from somewhere, and if you want to honor it, the Ko-fi link is in the description and pinned comment. Give only if it feels right, but if it does, do not let the moment pass. Your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.